Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque and welcome back to the Fairy Amazon Challenge in The Sims 4. We are following the reign of Queen Supriya Reed Daisy, who has recently announced the betrothal of Prince Uther and Lady Vivian. While the court has mixed reactions to the pairing, the fairies see merit in the Queen's decision and hope that this time things will go more smoothly than the last. They acknowledge that while Supriya had her dreams for the Second Dynasty's security, Uther and Lynette were utterly mismatched. So, without further delay, the court has arranged Uther and Vivian's wedding. The bride and groom have been slowly adjusting to the new relationship and trying to rediscover the spark they had as children. They even spoke a little the night before to try and shake off the nerves they had about the wedding. But they both know that the real test of their marriage will be at the wedding party itself. And so, in the presence of the whole court, Queen Supriya declares Prince Uther Crocusfade and Lady Vivian Night Ember as husband and wife. She wishes upon them a love that is as boundless as the sky, as enduring as the ancient trees, and as radiant as the dawn's first light. And in their union, she hopes to find the seeds of a loyal bloodline. We are picking up at 2 p.m. on Thursday at the wedding of Vivian and Uther. Everyone's wings are out, so it is utterly chaotic right now. But the real test of their relationship, of course, is going to be during the party. We also have Lady Brittany with us, Izzy, Uther's father, and Dustin, Vivian's father. Lynette, he is an ex-wife of Uther, so I don't know how things are going to go there. Not only that, but she is kind of rivals with Vivian, ex-best friends with Vivian, so there's a lot of things to look out for. Now, Kayla's jealous, that's fine. I am not so worried about Vivian because she only has one romantic relationship, and it is with her husband Uther. Uther, on the other hand, is the one I'm actually worried about because one, his ex-wife Lynette, two, his fizzling but still crush on Supriya, and then, I don't know, his admiration for Kayla. There's like something going on there, and Kayla just became jealous, and then he's got Vivian as well, so I'm worried about him the most. If someone's gonna screw this up, it's gonna be Uther. So anyways, let's see what the newly married couple are going to get up to. Also, I did look up whether or not the photos had gotten more blurry, and yes, over the past few months, this is something that has actually happened. I'm not just imagining it. The medium and large photos have gotten blurrier than they used to be. They used to be so sharp and crisp, just like in-game footage, but unfortunately, something is wrong with those images now, but I'll still use it. I mean, it's convenient. It's a good reminder, even if it's not as beautiful as they used to be. Okay, so starting off with our bride, Vivian. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I had whims for Vivian, and they're not there anymore. I'm gonna have to put in some new whims. Don't mind me, guys, while I try and find new appropriate whims, social whims, that our bride can do during the wedding. Come on. Come on. I did have something set up before. Like, I was trying to record beforehand, but then when they were cutting the wedding cake and all that. But the Sims all decided that they wanted to be stuck and they wanted to be frozen, so I had to load out and load back in. Ay. Come on, Vivian. Give me something I can work with. Chat with Princess Lynette. Okay, I can do that. She wants to chat with Princess Lynette. And she wants to ask Uther about his day. Excellent. Okay, so I suppose the bride is being quite well behaved. So she's going to go to Princess Lynette, and she is going to... let's see. What might she want to do? Let's see. What might she want to do? Enthuse about cats. I think this might be her way of saying that the nature spirits have a way of looking out for their own and for making sure that the fairies who deserve the blessings of marriage get the blessings of marriage. And yes, it's a cordial topic because she has gotten more devout. But I think also it's a little bit of a, given her relationship with Lynette, it's a little bit of a prod at Lynette that she didn't appreciate Uther and this relationship, so it was given to someone who was worthy of it, like Vivian. And then she wants to go ask her new husband about his day. So let's go ahead and let's do exactly that. We'll ask Uther about his day, and hopefully things go nicely between them two. There are a lot of people here who want to be talking. A lot of people. Okay, has she... Do you want to go up to Uther? Are you going to be screaming at him from across the room? I'm not entirely sure. Her father's in the conversation as well. They don't really get much privacy. They don't really get much privacy when they are in the company of everyone else. But look at that. She came all the way over, and then now she's going back. Okay, that's fine. Well, we've done the bride's wedding whims. Let's do the wedding whims of our groom. So he wants to share his insecurities. Okay, let's see who he's going to share his insecurities with. He has a 99 friendship with Tinka, 100 with Kayla, 100 with Katerina, a 90 with Titania, a 20 with Bren, 100 with Supriya, an 84 with Jadis, a 49 with Sycorax, and a 98 with Vivian. Okay, I think he would go to, out of everyone, he would probably go to, out of the hundreds, Supriya, the queen. And he might share his insecurities with the queen. And this time around, I think his insecurities, they center more on the fact that he was a bit hesitant about the betrothal initially, and he kind of feels like Vivian kind of got wind of that, and now he's a little bit uncertain about whether or not she is as excited about all of this. I mean, with the wedding, I don't even have their like marriage moodlet here right now, but he was really happy, and Vivian's marriage moodlet was more lukewarm. She was just fine from it. And I think seeing Uther not be as excited about their wedding, or not be as excited about the betrothal, kind of made her second guess things a little bit, or she didn't end up being as excited as she thought she would be, whereas she didn't initially have any problems. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna go on there. The other thing Uther wants to do is enthuse about the outdoors. So let's see who he does that with. Oh, his relationship just went down with Supriya. It's like -7 romance and 87 friendship. You know what? I think Supriya, because she was snooping around trying to find out what Uther and Vivian thought about the betrothal. And hearing from Uther himself that he was a bit unsure, I don't think she took that well, because she's arranging like these marriages for him, these matches for him, and his personal preferences is not supposed to be taken into account. Like, he was raised essentially by Supriya and the other fairies. Even though he's from a previous dynasty, he should be grateful for how well he's been raised, and he should be willing to do all of this. So Supriya does not expect him to be a problem or want him to be a problem. So she wasn't too happy with that. But okay, who is he now gonna enthuse about the outdoors with? I think he had 100 with Kayla, 100 with Katerina, and yeah, that was it. So out of the two of them, Katerina has a higher social status, so he is going to again go to his mother-in-law. He's going to enthuse about the outdoors, having just a... Is it under hobbies? If it's not under there, it's not under anywhere. Okay, what else can we do since we cannot enthuse about the outdoors? Give me one more wedding whim of yours that we can do for you. Be friendly with Vivian. Oh, that makes me happy. He wants to be friendly with his bride. Okay, let's go to Vivian. And let's see. We want to be friendly with her. Compliment her wedding dress and tell her that her wedding dress looks absolutely beautiful. Oh no. Oh no. Vivian and Uther have a difficult family dynamic. You know the other thing, because Uther is unflirty, he kind of... I feel like he views his relationships very formally. He did that with Lynette, he's kind of doing that with Vivian as well. So, when he does get romantically attached to someone, he gets a little bit too attached, because it is so difficult for him to get to that point romantically. And unfortunately, he and his new bride, they have been giving each other attention, and they have been a little bit flirty, naturally. But I think he's being conflicted on the inside because he doesn't like things progressing that quickly. And so it's causing a bit of back and forth between them. Oh no, they have a difficult dynamic. I don't know how that's gonna work out. But he's trying to be friendly to her. It's like he's trying to be kind to her, knowing that she is the ideal bride, but he's also kind of struggling a little bit because it's happening too quickly, and it's not at the pace that he would normally be comfortable with. Oh my goodness, Uther, can you just not mess this up? What just happened? Did you guys see that? Brent and Kayla just had their first kiss. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I was just about to say, we haven't had any fights. And we haven't. But those two, I didn't even get a notification for that. I didn't even get a notification for that. What? What? Well, even if it doesn't count as a first kiss, it's a mistletoe kiss. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. I swear, the weddings are always spicy. Like, there's always something happening. If it's not a fight, it is these mistletoe kisses. Oh my goodness. Let's hope it stays all lovely and peaceful. Okay, now we are going to do the whims for some of our guests. And if you guys thought that we didn't have enough drama already, well, hold on to your seats, because some of these whims are interesting to say the least. Okay, so starting off with Lady Bren, she wants to play a prank, so let's see who she's gonna do that with. Apparently, also, Uther and Lynette despise each other. Well, that's just great. Okay, so for Bren, she's probably gonna play a prank on whoever she's closest to so that she doesn't offend them. She has a 91 friendship with Titania, 100 with Sycorax, a 40 with Tinka, 20 with Uther, 86 with Vivian, 13 with Brant, 96 with Supriya, 100 with Jadis, 100 with Katerina, 56 with Lynette, and a 92 with Kayla. So the hundreds are literally Sycorax, Jadis, and Katerina. Yes. And she has a good compatibility with Sycorax, a good compatibility with Jadis, and an amazing with Katerina. So obviously she's going to be playing a bit of a prank on Katerina. So let's come over here. Let's be mischievous. We'll scare her just a little. We'll scare her just a little. Maybe you make a comment about how we're still missing some fights at the wedding or something like that, comparing it to the last one, which is obviously going to freak Katerina out a teeny bit maybe. But also, she probably knows that Bren didn't mean anything too rude by it. She was just being a bit playful, especially because things are going a lot better than it was last time. Moving on to Lady Kayla, she wants to discuss favorite recipes. Where is Kayla? Kayla's over here talking to the bride. Okay, let's see. Who is she going to discuss with? She has a 100 friendship with Uther, a 70 with Tinka, a 29 with Titania, 96 with Katerina, a 20 with Sycorax, 93 with Brant, 93 with Supriya, -7 with Jadis, 92 with Bren, 12 with Lynette, and 93 with Vivian. Does she have 100? She has 100 with Uther. Wow. Okay, so she is actually going to discuss favorite recipes with Uther. Probably talking about the wedding cake. I think that's probably it. She's going to be talking to Uther about the delicious wedding cake that Queen Supriya made for the couple. So let's come on through. And please don't cross any lines, you two, okay? Everything's going wonderfully. Let's not cross any lines. Having just a cordial conversation about the wedding cake, giving her blessings to the couple. Excellent. Okay, and this is where the drama starts with Sycorax. Sycorax wants to be mean to someone. So let's see who she's going to be mean to. I think it's pretty clear. We have two red relationships, and yes, her relationship with Lynette is not going so well right now. She has a minus 52 with Lynette and a minus 62 with Jadis. So she is going to be mean to Jadis. So let's come here and let's... Do we want to mock her outfit? We're going to mock her outfit. She could fight, but I don't know if we want to be that extreme. Do we want to fight? Do we want her to fight? Maybe we should get her to fight because that is the epitome of being mean, no? She's gonna fight. She is going to fight with Princess Jadis. I think Sycorax is feeling frustrated that her friendship with Lynette is going south. I mean, she was extremely in the red with her twin Tinka. They have only recently managed to get out of it a little bit during the green. But it's almost as though in order for her to repair her sisterhood with Tinka, she had to completely let her friendship with Lynette go into a, rubbish zone, and she's not happy about that. So she has this pent-up aggression, and she wants to take it out on someone, and the only logical person for her to take it out on, in her mind, is Princess Jadis. So she, at the wedding, is gonna get into a fight with Princess Jadis. Oh my goodness. Well, there we go. Now the guests have something to look at. There's a bit of a scandal for them to pay attention to. And Jadis won that. Oh, that would have been humiliating. But they despise each other now. So there is that. Tinka, meanwhile, wants to chat with a crush. So this is the other thing that I discovered, which blew my mind. So while Sycorax basically hates Jadis, her twin sister Tinka, meanwhile, has a crush on Jadis. And I found out that apparently Jadis has a crush on Tinka too. They have a crush on each other. So she's gonna chat with Jadis, and she is going to hug Jadis and try and comfort her, saying that she doesn't understand why her sister wants to pick on her. That was completely unexpected and uncalled for. I mean, Tinka, I think your sister needs the sympathy because Jadis won. But Vivian, okay. Let's see. She's neat. That's fine. Vivian can be neat. That is okay. But these two, they have a bit of romance with each other too right now. Tinka, this is not very... You're not siding with your family. Like, this is not... Things are not as clear-cut as you would hope in the fairy court, guys. No. And then Jadis wants to rile up ASIM. So who is she going to rile up? She has some options. She has a minus 93 friendship with Vivian, a minus 97 with Lynette, minus 7 with Kayla, and a minus 94 with Sycorax. Okay, so she is going to reassure Tinka, and she's instead going to blame the fight on Lynette, because Jadis is thinking, why do I have to kind of feel the brunt of an attack because you can't deal with your own friendships? Like, your friendship with someone goes south and they come and fight me about it. So she is going to rile up her sister. So let's go to the Crown Princess. Let's rile her up. Let's tell her that she's not capable of handling anything. She ruins pretty much every relationship that she comes into contact with, even her own. And she's not even happy with that. She has to try and somehow get between everyone else in the happiness too. So Jadis, let's leave Tinka. Let's leave Tinka. Yes? Yes? Can we go to Lynette and can we rile her up? Is she gonna want to move? Is she gonna want to move? Yes, okay. Is she gonna scream at Lynette from across the room? Maybe? No, okay, Lynette is sitting down at the table. And she is riling Lynette up at the table. Well, that's kind of nice that they're not screaming across the room. But yes, they are yelling at each other and they are arguing about this. So things did become chaotic. But for the most part, I think, especially the first half of the wedding, it kind of went okay. It went as planned. But that's kind of what we have for the guests and the whims. But thankfully, it seems as though this wedding is going to survive, guys. We have gotten no divorce warnings, no obvious, eventual divorce. So I think this match has a much better chance of surviving than the others, especially because now Uther, he's not going to be in our household anymore. He's moving back to the male faculty. So, there's even less chance of things going south. Bran is getting into a fight with who? Dustin? Bran is getting into a fight with the bride's father. Are you kidding me? Bran, you're one of the counselors. You should be encouraging peace. And she got, her butt kicked. Oh my goodness, Bran. I wonder what that disagreement was about. I have no clue. I have no clue what that disagreement was about. But guys, that is what we have for their wedding. Before we end off the episode, we need to go through and get our queen to use her fairy powers on the court, and I hope that nothing too tragic happens to destroy the careful balance that we have managed to maintain during this wedding. Okay, so Queen Cypria is going to first off influence her relationship with Lady Kayla, and she rolled a 1, so she's going to increase the friendly relationship. I think this might be tied to the fact that she and pretty much everyone else noticed that Kayla and Brant had their first kiss, so there is something going on there. And I think recently the queen was trying to encourage... Who was she trying to encourage? She was trying to encourage Kayla's relationship with Katerina. So she wants to reinforce her bond with Kayla to kind of see what move to make next, because this wasn't within her plans. Her plans was for Katerina and Kayla to get a bit closer. Okay, so there is that. I should have checked what their friendship was beforehand, but it's at a 96 now, which is good. Now, next up, the queen wanted to influence the relationship of Lady Brant. So let's go and do that with Lady Beren. And she rolled a 4. So even though Brant and Bren don't have any sort of romantic relationship between the two of them, the queen wanted to decrease their romantic relationship. I think she's so worried about some of the court fairies, like the older ones, matching up in ways that it falls out of her plan, that she's trying to ensure nothing happens between Brent and Bren. That is an involvement she doesn't want, because I think during this autumn season, the queen has been using her counselors a lot more in order to express her will. She's been using them to push and pull friendships and romantic relationships, and to an extent control the flow of information in the court. And so I don't think she likes the idea of them pairing off without kind of her consent or approval. But also, I think she has become aware that Brant's daughter and her daughter, Jadis and Tinka, they have a crush on each other, and she wants to keep a strict eye on that. So she wants to make sure that Brant doesn't wrap one of her counselors around her head, or, around her finger, and makes it so that the queen's unable to figure out things between them. But right now, Brant's relationship with Bren is... Hold on. It's at a 13. So let's see. Oh, I mean, they have 0 romance anyways. New romance dynamics started. Strained. Hold on. Ouch. Prince Uther and Lady Vivian seem to have hit a rough patch in their romance. Romantic partners with a strained romance dynamic will gravitate towards mean socials more often as a result of tension they're currently facing. Luckily, they'll still be able to work on their dynamic to fix things when the time comes. Oh no, so they had a difficult family dynamic and now they have a strained romantic dynamic. It makes sense. Oh no! It makes sense though. Vivian saw Uther break her boundaries and is thinking of getting a divorce. Uther, can you please behave yourself? This wedding was going so well, we do not need another divorce. At this rate, guys, he's the problem. He's the problem. Okay, Bren, sorry, the queen was trying to influence your friendship or your relationship. Has she done it? She might have already done it. She might have already done it. Your relationship with Bren should be in the negative. Let's try one more time because I feel like she did do it. She might not have. She might not have. Influence with Bren, decreased romance. And, you know, I think I'm right about the queen keeping an eye on Jadis and Dinka because she went autonomously to speak to Jadis as well. Oh, what's happening? Lynette and Katarina getting into a fight? The bride's mother and the crown princess and the groom's ex-wife. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. Katarina won. Lynette would have been humiliated in that fight. But Queenie, can we work on influencing the relationship with Brent and Kayla? Okay, she definitely did something that time. She definitely did something. Let's see if it's had an effect. I suppose because she doesn't have any romance with Bren, there won't be a red bar, which is fine. But I'm going to interpret that whole thing as the queen basically not wanting Bren and Brent to get involved because it's kind of out of her control. It's not something she has approved of. And with that said and done, I am going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.